Point Nepean from barrier to boxes, one at each. Shadows Ballinger coming at Lena's Legend. Lena's Legend's just lasted, I'd say, from Vitruvius Ballinger. Frida Vespertine coming at Cirilo. That's Foxy Frida dies. And that's a very interesting photo finish. Foxy Frida may have just in front of the favourite luck. From Ashley Boy, who ran a big race fight.
Welcome back to my channel. This is my preview for Caulfeild this weekend. There's definitely some horses that I think are probably over the odds, and one that I think I'm very, very keen on, and I think it's the 7th or the 8th. And the famous Sarician White. But let's get into the preview. Let's find some winners. Let's go. I'm with Through Irish Eyes at race 1. I think it's going to be setting up perfectly for him. I think he'll just go forward or settle. Probably he'll settle in a prominent position. I think he'll be very strong late and hopefully get over the top. Steel Prince, he's obviously the class horse of the race, and getting up to 2,400 metres will suit him. Maserati Bay, he won at Yarra Valley, the Cup there last start, but the 260, I'm happy to take him on. He's too short for mine. Yes, he's got the Maran Eustace polish, and yes, he's 2 from 2 at the 2,400 metres, but just, I've got a couple of queries, but I do think that the two Kiramar Dave Eustace runners are very well placed in the market, and Desert Icon, he's too short for mine. He's been beaten comfortably his past couple of starts, and after his big win, he hasn't reproduced it, so I'm happy to also take him on. But I'm with Through Irish Eyes and Steel Prince, $10 on both of them to win. Hopefully one of them can get the chocolates in race number 1. Race number 2 at Caulfeild. This is where my only next best bet comes up for the day. It's playoffs. I think it's just so well for him here. He's never been far away from them, and he's never been far away from them at this track and distance. He loves Caulfeild. He loves this distance. I think it just sets up well, and he'll win. Commander Harry was good at Mornington in the Guineas. I don't think the race set up too well for him, but it was a good effort to get third. Pale Kings had enough chances, and though at 850, if you want to have something on, I wouldn't be putting you off. And Five Kingdom coming down from Sydney to avoid the wet, and is never out of the placing, and there's a good chance to score a top 3 hope here. But I'm with playoff, $30 the win in race 2. Race 3 at Caulfeild, I'm with Comica, one of my best bets of the day. Look, her last start was dominant. She blew her rivals away. Pardon me. But she's just, I reckon she's the best horse of the race, and I honestly think she'll put a margin on these. And if she does, look out, because she could be anything, this horse. Black came in for 2nd. Daniel Moore's riding this horse, and he's got a good book of rides at Caulfeild. Though, so does John McNeil, and I'm tipping him a bit later too. Intellective for 3rd, ran well behind Glassy Miss at Flemington, and Welsh Legend. He goes well at this distance, and I don't think he's been to Caulfeild before, but I'm keen to see how he goes. But I'm with Comica, best horse in the race will win it, $10 to do so. Race 4 at Caulfeild is a listed Redoute's Choice Stakes for the 2-year-olds. I'm with Yowie here. Look, this horse could be anything. He bolted in at his only start at Sandown, and the trainer has got confidence in him, and that's good enough for me. I'm confident as well. Wee Nessie ran down the straight on its first start, and it's a good chance. And $5.50, it's a good price to find it if it is good enough, because Yarra could be a Group 1 horse here. I think it's Port Albert, I'm pretty sure, is at $6.50 and is a good horse, though he's just having his first start, so I don't have any right or means to say that, but I think he's going to run well. And Cannonball for 4th was a good winner last start, but I think the top 2 are very, very smart. 30 the win on Yowie, but I don't want to lose on the rest. 10 the win, Wee Nessie. Race 5 at Caulfeild. This is another one of those best bets, and it comes up in the form of Hypersonic, McAvoy runner here. Look, he was dominant his last start at Ballarat, and I actually backed him that day, and I got a pretty fair collect off him too, and the market still hasn't learned either. You're getting $7.50. That's value in my mind. He should be a lot shorter. He should be around under $3. He should be under $3 against this lot, I reckon. Imbella for second is a good chance. Yearling defense always runs well, and Imboni, the top weight, 9.50 will run well. But I'm with Hypersonic in the fifth to get the chocolates. 75. What are we getting a collect there? Race 6 at Caulfeild is a Super Bobus 3-year-old handicap. I'm with my numero uno. He knows how to stamp his name because he's 5 from 6 with a third placing. Look, he won his last start very well, and before that he went to the Valley where he also won quite convincingly. And I think he's going to win convincingly here. I cannot find a chink in his armour. If he's ready to go, he's ready to go, and I think he can bounce off his last start win, and that be 6 from 7. So I think he's going to win this, and he's on top of me. Magic Max, he's the South Australian visitor, first started in Melbourne, but I think he's going to run really, really well. 7.50, slightly over the odds. Flying Evelyn, what's this horse done wrong? He's been, she or he, I'm not so sure what it is, has been very consistent, and at $21 is 100% over. The New York baby has got Espiona form. But I'm with my numero in the Super Vobus, being race 6, $12 to win and 5 to place on the Ruffy. Flying Evelyn. Race 7, Caulfeild, Belle Savoie, 2 from 2, 3.50 favourite. It'll be 3 from 3 after this. I think she'll win and comfortably do it. Arctica for second. Pulled up with a veterinary issue last start at Flemington in a group race, being the CUNY. Group 3 it was. So it was a forgivable run considering she was 2 from 2, 2 from 2 before that. 4.40. You're getting a little bit of a price to find out. And Maracana is the value in the race at $11 over the odds. I think it'll run really well. It was pulled out of a race a couple of weeks back, or it could have even been last week, where I was pretty keen on it and had it on top. No, it was at the Valley. It was at the Valley last weekend, or a couple of weekends ago. But, he's a good chance. And Sonora for fourth, good chance. 2 placings, 2 wins to its career, so I think it'll be running well. But I'm with Belle Savoie to win, $30 to do so. And Sabre and Arctica, I don't want to lose, so they're the best 2 winning chances of the rest. So I couldn't see anything else beating them. Race 8 is a good race here. I found it very hard to split a lot of these, but I'm going with Redoute. I'm going with the Perth form here. The first start in Australia for Danny O'Brien. And look, you got John McNeil, and yes, has to pay the premium by carrying the big weight, but man, you look at the form, he's going to be extremely hard to beat here. Ain't no deal done. Good horse and expecting improvement like the trainer. It's Tornado Storm, one last start at a big price. Well, not big, it was only $15, but I had it in my numbers, and I thought it could win, and it did. And Toretto for fourth, at $31, I do believe is over the odds, but I'm with Redoute in the 8th to get the win, $50 to win it. Race 9 at Caulfeild, the lucky last. I am with the import here in Macrom. Ben and JD Hayes know how to win a race. Look at how they set it up with Mr. Brightside. He came out and won the Doncaster last week, and I reckon that the boys have got a good chance here with this import. Has run consistently and hasn't been out of the top 2 its past couple of starts, and at $11 I'm happy to have a each way spec at it because I think it's going to shorten. I think it's a very, very good winning chance. Old Flame for second. I wonder if Jamie Carr was riding here, if she'd be riding this horse. I don't know. She's not. And is a good chance. Able Willie for third, I think, had every chance last start at the Valley, but I've got to throw him in. And Mr. Tippler at $31 is 100% value. He races really, really well fresh. But I'm with Macrom to get the win, $5 to do so, and $2 the place on Mr. Tippler. The horse runs really well fresh. Thank you again for watching my preview. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and that I hope I found you some winners. I found 4 last weekend, so I didn't do too badly. But who do you like it call for this weekend for Redoute Stakes Day? Let me know down below.